You didn't do it to them, so what are you apologizing for? This is what's so stupid about apologizing. I don't understand it. Why do we apologize? We did what we did because we wanted to do it. Now, if you are somebody that did something to someone else and you want to go up to them personally, why do it on social media or in front of the world? It has nothing to do with them. It has to do with you and the person you did it to. Say, look, what I did to you, I maybe shouldn't have did to you. It was really dumb of me to do what I did, but I did it. And don't say I apologize or I'm sorry. Just tell them, look, I shouldn't have did it. And let them take it how they take it. Like this thing, and you know me, I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon, but this thing with Will Smith and Chris Rock, I heard so many people talking about this, and I don't usually watch things in the media and the news and the mainstream, hardly at all. Like the reason that I watched that and what's going on with Ukraine and Russia and all that is because I seen it in my feed and it popped up on a video that I didn't even click on. It just popped up, and then I looked into it a little bit. But I can see how these things are so addicting, how they can draw people in, and people get addicted to watching this stuff. And I said, okay, that's enough, because there's no way I'm getting back into that stuff. It's a joke. It's just a joke. And I realize why people do it. I realize why people watch the news and watch the media and the propaganda and they listen to it because it's drama. It's something to do. I understand. I understand that. But yeah, I know for me, I'm not going to ever apologize for anything ever again that I do. Even if I do something on this channel that I did it because I wanted to do it. I did it because I did it. And I know not to overstep my boundaries. You know, I know when I'm pushing the envelope too hard. I know when I'm doing too much of something. I went through way too many things not to know, or to know when I'm either taking it too far or I haven't done something that I maybe should have done for myself. And you know me, I'm always this kind of neutral guy. I'm always this guy that I tell you to don't judge the black and don't judge the white. Don't judge the things that seem righteous and things that seem to be up and happy or whatever, and don't judge the lowly, the sad, the depressed, the valleys in life, and people like that. Look at it and examine it for what it is and understand it for yourself. Don't try to. If you want to, do it. If you don't want to, don't do it. It's simple. It's so simple. But you see, this agenda, this conditioning, this brainwashing, this indoctrination that we have been forcefully given and told and teached to us our whole lives, it's really hard to get away from that. It's really hard to see behind the smoke screen. It's really hard to see behind that wall, that mask and facade that we all put up. because we know what's there is ugly. We know it's something that's going to be staring back at us in the face that we don't want to see. It's our own monster. You see, I did a video talking about Putin and Russia and what's going on in the world right now and so many other things. It's not just Putin and Russia. You see, when I look at the man, I know what I see when I look at the man, but I can't judge him. I can't judge the man. Even if he is a narcissistic psychopath or he has psychopathic eyes. I don't know if he's a psychopath. But I'm just saying that because that is what I'm projecting, is that because who could do that? Who could order bombs to be dropped on people that are sleeping in their beds or families that are in the building that have nothing to do with your war, that have nothing to do with anything at all? Now, I'm not saying they're innocent people. That's not what I'm saying. But you just don't go killing people because you want territory or in the name of some kind of pride or ego or persona or country. Do you see how ridiculous this is, people? And you want to know what I really think? And this is just what I think. I really think that these times, 2022, March 30th, when I say that people are slowly, I think a lot of people are slowly waking up out of their slumber. And I'm not talking about no woke movement. I'm not labeling it. I'm not calling it nothing. I'm not sticking up for and I'm not against anything. But I see this thing happening and it's very hard to explain to everyone. I can't explain it. I can't put my finger on it. But it's like I know something that not a lot of other people know. And this could be my own delusion. This could be me just telling myself this, but I have looked at this so honestly. I have cried my eyes out observing this world and people and men and women and nature and religion and other YouTube channels and my own family, myself, everything. I have been meditating, not in the sense you might be thinking of when I say meditating. I have been resonating and meditating on these things day and night for years of my life. And I'm not saying that I'm getting anywhere. I'm not saying that I'm special. You know, there is no, there is no moment like that. And I know that was a horrible choir, whatever. That's not really how I do it. I'm just on camera and I'm a little nervous, so it sounds horrible. And I'm always nervous for some reason when I film myself. And I think that is something that sometimes it can be, quote, good or bad, metaphorically. But anyway, with what I was just saying, these videos kind of seem like I'm just doing these to do them. Like even I tell myself this, like, what is the point of me doing these videos? Why do I keep doing them? It's like there's something that I need to give to the world that the world does not have. Like I just have this sense in me that there's something that I need to give to the world, even if it isn't anything, even if it's in my head, even if it's a delusion, even if it's some kind of part of my ego or whatever it is that I have. But that's how I feel. I feel like this neutrality thing, this contradiction, this irony, this conundrum, this situation that every man and woman in the world is finding themselves in, and all this ridiculousness and this lunacy and this insanity and this drama and this chaos that continually keeps going on. I'm not saying that chaos is not going to happen. That's not what I'm saying. But we push things too far. And then we don't react when the time is to react. We just stay quiet and we won't say anything because no one else is saying anything. Or we do too much. We push the envelope too far. We go overboard with stuff. And I did all these things. I went way, way overboard with a lot of things in my life. And then when the time came when I should have spoken up or maybe done something in that moment, I didn't do it either. But now I see both sides of the equation. I see the black and I see the white. I see how this whole thing works in the world. And I know it doesn't seem like I'm saying anything because I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying everything to you. And I can look at myself in this phone and I have no shame. I have no guilt whatsoever when I say that at all. Because I know what I'm saying. I wouldn't say what I'm saying if I didn't know what I'm saying. I can't hate myself and I can't love myself. I'm just looking at myself because I'm here and I'm spontaneously doing a video talking about current events and my life and things going on and everything that is pointless yet meaningless yet meaningful right now in my life. See, it's pointless and meaningful at the same time. These videos are pointless yet meaningful in life because it may be giving someone else something even though it doesn't seem like it right now. This video, when you watch something, do you know how you watch something and then you'll watch it and then later it'll pop back up in your head? Like a song. You'll hear a song that you're like, this song is corny. This song is so cheesy. But then you'll sing that song. You cannot get that song out of your head. You can't stop saying it and listening to it and thinking about it, even though you called it cheesy and corny and all this stuff. Do you see how spontaneous this is? I do not have a script here, people. I don't have a notebook in front of me, even though I write in a notebook all the time. And I would tell anyone, I'm not giving you advice, but I know for me, I'm just telling you my experience. I started writing things in a notebook. I am not a sharp speaker. I am not a properized speaker. I can't say all these words like linear and the quadrant of E equals MC squared, or all this like these fancy words that people use. I am not that kind of speaker. I say very simple, very short, to the point things. I don't have anything mapped out here. And this is freedom right here. This is the freedom that you are looking for in your life. This is the spontaneous freedom, is to see the black and the white without judging the black and the white. It's to be able to look at yourself in a video and not hate yourself or love yourself. It's just to know that you're there and to really say what you need to say when you need to say it, no matter how you're feeling. See, I will tell you, if I'm in one of my depressed states and I'm down and out, I will tell you that I'm feeling down and out and I'm depressed. I will tell you that. If I feel like I'm on top of the world, I'm going to tell you I feel like I'm on top of the world. It's just a metaphor. It's just an expression of how I'm feeling. And I never go by any script. It's just always a spontaneous thing. And I know this is off topic, but this is how I do videos. It's never going to just be on one thing. Do you see how all other videos that you may watch, and I'm not being cocky and bold and arrogant and prideful and boastful here when I say this, but you watch all these other videos and they're going by some kind of set schedule. They go by some kind of pre-planned thing. They practice what they're doing. They have an agenda for what they're doing. I don't do that. I don't have a schedule that I go by. Now, and I don't even have a routine. I can't even say I have a routine. When I want to walk and I feel like I need exercise and I'm not being a lazy fat ass, I'll go take a walk. And then when I want to do a video, I do a video. And there's times where I do videos and I will think of something and I'll say, okay, let me do a video on this thing. But I don't sit there and keep thinking about it before I do it. I just get on and do it. And this is what I'm telling y'all here. If you start writing your thoughts out in a notebook, I'm not saying to do it. I'm not even telling you to start writing, because then it seems like I'm telling you to do something. It seems like I'm forcing you, or I'm giving you advice. This isn't advice. This is what I did. I started writing my thoughts out. I started saying the things that I really want to do in my life, and I started writing them. And those things, most of them I have done. It's just that I haven't put out on this channel for others to see. Like, I can just write now without thinking of what I'm going to write. It just comes automatically, spontaneously, and I put it to the paper. Whatever is in that moment, what I am feeling, what I want to say, what I want to do, what I am getting across, I just do it and I say it. Now, see, I was going to say, see, this is the brilliance of this. But then I would be boasting if I said this is the brilliance of it. No, it just is what it is. Even though I'm so quick to say it's brilliant, It's such a great thing. See, right when I do that, I kill it. I kill what I was just talking about because it takes away the spontaneousness of the moment when I call it something. You see how I labeled it? I labeled it. I wasn't labeling anything before. I was just telling you spontaneous expressions and speaking about it. And you know what? I don't even remember. I was talking about apologizing is pointless, but I don't even remember what I was talking about because you see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I was talking about. See, this is the freedom in expression. This is the freedom in just being what you want to be when you want to be it. And you're not thinking so hard. You're not trying to be something. You're not talking about some pre-planned agenda or something that you wrote 20 days ago that you're still trying to do. It's already dead. Now, I know the things that I write in the notebook, there may be a time where I quote those things because those were in the moment. Those were spontaneous. I'm not going to go back and try to do something that I did a couple months or weeks ago because the feeling will not be there. It will never be the same as it was when it was happening in the moment like it's happening now. And I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll right now. And see, this is what I tell myself. And this is what I would like for y'all to do, but I can't tell you to do it, you see? Like I wrote something in my notebook. This is how the contradictions always come to my head. George Carlin is a spark. Charles Bukowski is an inspiration. See, they're two different things. They're two different people. They do something different. And that's what makes them unique, is that they each give me a different kind of feeling. And you can be unique too. There's nothing holding you back from being unique. There's nothing holding you back right now from being yourself. Do you understand that? So when we say things like, I apologize, who are you apologizing to? See, you're just going by some set thing that you think people want you to do so that you will be accepted, so that you will be a part of the conformity, so that you will have affirmation that people accepted your apology so that you can be accepted now. Do you see how fake that is? Do you see how unpleasant it is? How phony it is? It's not genuine. It's not real. You did what you did because you wanted to do it, period. You are who you are because that's who you are. If you are someone right now that says, I don't like myself or I hate myself, what are you saying to yourself? Why do you keep telling yourself that? You've been telling yourself that for so long that you actually believe it. People actually believe this stuff because they're telling themselves this stuff. See, I stopped telling myself certain things. Even though I go through the mental issues I go through, I stopped telling myself certain things about myself because I was believing those things. And now I write these things out that I'm thinking. I write things out that I want to be. I write the things out that I really want to express. I do this all the time, almost every single day. Now, there may be spurts where I don't do it as much, And I'll think that I'm falling behind or some kind of metaphor, but I'm not falling behind. It's just not the time to do it. When it's not the time, it's not the time. When it's the time, it's the time. Let it happen how it happens. Don't force, don't try. Let it be what it's going to be. Just let it be what it's going to be. Just let it be what it's going to be. Just let it be what it's going to be. Just let it be what it's going to be. That's a song I wrote, and I have it over here on my thing. But like I said, I don't put most of this stuff out. But here's what I'm going to end the video with. I sit here and I resonate on things, and I think about things in my own time, I think. And then I do a video like this, and this, you're seeing kind of the final cut of what I did up to doing this video. This is just both the beginning and the end of what I do. Like, people don't see all the in-between stuff. And most of us, we are terrified. We're scared to death to show the beginning part and the end part of us and what we are and what we do. We're scared to death to show that to people and to be that around people and to do what we really want to do. Why are we in fear? Why are we scared? What in the hell are we scared of? What are we in fear of? And I'm asking myself this as I'm doing this video. I'm looking at myself while I'm doing this video. And I talk to myself all the time. All the time I talk to myself. Now, other people would call it crazy. See, they would call this nuts. Nothing is crazy. Nothing is nuts. Nothing is nothing, but everything is everything. People will think that you lost your mind. And you know what? Lose your mind. It is best that you lose your mind in your life. Because really, it's only holding you back. When you can just be you without having to worry about what people are going to say or think. And it's a process that I had to go through. And I'm still going through that process. It never ends. But I'm not as much of that as I was. Because now I understand what is going on here. I understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. You see, I took a brutal, honest look at myself. And there's days that I'm not looking at myself so I'm not as energized or as driven or in the mood sometimes. But it doesn't mean that I either love nor hate myself. I've accepted myself for who I am. Because I'm always going to be me no matter what. I'm never going to put on the mask and facade for anyone or the world. Never. Never, ever, ever will that happen in my life. And I'm 100%, I know that. I know that now. And this is the relief that you're looking for. It's not advice I'm giving you. This is, and I don't even want to say looking. It's not something you have to look for. It's right there with you. The freedom is right there with you. It's right there with you. It's been right here with me the whole time. And I was looking out there. I was looking in the world for this thing. This all goes with what I'm saying about apologizing. What is the need of it? What does it do? It doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't take away from anything. It's just hollow words that you're saying to conform or fit in or seem like something to other people. When you can let that go or see it for what it is, you'll never be the same person again. And it like I said, it's a process you go through. Life is one big process. And my hand is completely numb right now holding this stick. I can't even feel my hand. I can't feel my fingers or anything right now because I have, I have like nerve damage and stuff from a couple things, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because that's how much I just don't care about petty things anymore. I'm so over the pettiness. I'm just so over so many things. And I'm here and I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's it. Don't apologize because you wanted to do it. With a numb right hand, I'm out. And that wasn't a Nazi salute.